So Thursday the 11th of December 2014. Come to Mount Longdon again. I was here a couple of years ago now. Took some footage up on the top. This time I decided to come a little bit further round to the northwest of the peak. And just film the general surrounds, and then we'll work our way up to the mountain, up to the top, to see what's up on the top and have a look around there. If you see my previous video from 2012, you probably have a fairly good idea. But as I say, this is the northwest side of Longdon. It's a pretty windy day, as you can hear. I'm trying my best to shield the microphone from the wind. And this is looking east. And if I pan around, you can see a estancia over there. And if I come around again, and you can just about hear me, you can just about work out Mount Kent in the distance. There's Kent on the right. The bit in the middle is the gun line, which we visited the other day. Just in front of me here, two large minefields still. And then come back round again and look at the main part. So what I'll do is I'll just make my way up to the summit, and we'll go from there. Just about work out that minefield there. Just walking a little bit further up. So trying to shield this microphone from the worst of the wind. Probably going to head off up there, and between there to get round to the top. That's where we just walked up from. Didn't realise there's still another minefield sort of around that area there. So you can't actually see it on here, it's hidden by this ridge here. Getting pretty close now. Just beginning to get to some of the rock lines here. I'll just point west again up here. You can see the terrain. It sort of follows this pattern across the mountain with these ridges. Now there's some metal posts there. You can work them out on here. So what I'll do is I'll try and manoeuvre up there and over the top of that ridge line, and we'll see what's on that side there. Walked up another few metres to a large stone slab. I just noticed there's a little cross down there. You might be able to work it out. Just gonna have a walk down there and have a look. Just come down to the little cross that we spotted there. It says on it, as you'll see when I zoom in, rest in peace, the fallen June 1982, 3 para. And there's a little small one just up here, so a little wall there. Should be able to work that out. In the memory of those who died here at the Regimental Aid Post and all who gave their lives capturing Mount Longdon. Always remembered. And then on this one here, in memory of Stuart Lang, gone but not forgotten. Love, I think it says mother Joyce and brother Andy. We've just come back down to sort of the bottom bit, just around the corner from the two memorials there. And this is looking up. Might be able to work out the cross on the peak there. I'm just going to move up here towards the summit. I'll take some more footage once we reach the that first rock line just up there, that first ridge. Bit of a walk that. Can't imagine what it must have been like in the dark, under fire, with kit. Wow. So that was the bottom of the that ridge line. We just come up, walked up here to here. And I've just crossed into this here. And I think what we're going to do is just move across and go to where that metal pole is there. That should drop us off on top of the sort of main big slope up the side on the very western edge. So we'll do that now. That should lead up to the summit quite nicely. Okay, so there's that ridge again that we came up. It's the metal post that you saw in the previous clip. So we're on this ridge now. The summit's just up there. There's an old command post. You might be able to work it out, but we'll get close to that in a second anyway, as we start moving east up to the top. Still really windy. Just moved around a little bit. Yeah, just looking west again, and there's the summit there. And then we've got, I hope it's the right pronunciation, Sergeant Mackay VC. It doesn't look like the plaques on it, maybe it's been removed for cleaning. I know that has happened in the past. It certainly happened up at Wireless Ridge a couple of years back when I was there. I thought somebody had stolen it, but it was back up at MPA being cleaned. Ah, it is there. It's there. Yeah. There we go. So it's a little bit faded now. Sergeant Ian John Mackay VC fell here, killed in action. 3rd Battalion, the Parachute Regiment. So yeah, good. It looks like it's just come off the cross. Pop that back down there. What I'll do now is we'll go back round and look at a couple of I suppose bunkers, for a better word, command posts, and then we'll get up to the top. Far from the to top now. See a little caved in bunker there. Some steel struts and some wood and wire and stuff. Pan it round without trying to fall over. Another little cross there, we'll go there, and then there's another structure over there. Might be able to just see. We'll have a wander. Okay, another memorial here for Corporal KJ Ginge McCarthy, 3 para. As you can see there, forever in my heart, Linda. There's another one there on the blue stone. It's pretty worn down. Just say in memory of Keith McCarthy. I think it says who died on this spot. Another one there, but very, very weather worn and probably polished flat. So we're nearly at the top now. The wind's really picked up now here, pretty open. Abandoned post there. So, just moved across slightly. What I'll do is I'll start making my way up to the memorials on the top now and do some filming up there so you can see what's up there. Okay, right on the top now again, very windy. Hopefully you can hear me over the noise. It's one of quite a few memorial plaques on the summit. This one there for Corporal Wilson, 9 Parachute Squadron Royal Engineers. Courageous and inspiring leader. I'll just move around. So there's quite a few here. So I have to navigate the rocks. I'll try try and get in as many as I can. I didn't manage to do that last time I was here, but got a bit more time today. Hopefully you can see the detail on that. B Company, 3rd Battalion, the Parachute Regiment. It's got some names: Dave Mellors, Phil Probert, Trent Wilson. It always moves me, this one does. In memory of the youngest members of 3 Paras to lose their lives on the 11th 12th of June 1982, and Private Burt, 17, Private Gross, 18 on the day, Private Ian Scriven, 17, was dedicated by Sergeant Southall, 3 Para, in October 2002. Another one here that was probably you've seen on the previous video if you've managed to catch it, Private Tim Jenkins and Private Jed Bull. Another one here, it's quite a new one, I can't remember seeing this one before. Lance Corporal Lovett, A Company Medic. That one's Lance Corporal Lovett, 3 Para, so yeah, same, with a new memorial plaque there. Now to move round, try not falling over. Again, this one was on my last one, I think. Scouts from Lachlan. And the boots are still here from the last time I was here. And move around again. Got this one here, Private Crow, Private West, Private Lang, Private Hadicker and Corporal McCarthy. Very young. And that wasn't one was here was before. I remember this one, Stephen Hope, Corporal Hope there. It's Private Anthony Fester Greenwood. Very, very moving stuff. Says first-rate soldier and a proud father. Tony is always in our hearts and in our thoughts. This memorial was placed on behalf of all members of 6th Platoon, B Company, 3rd Battalion, the Parachute Regiment. Also on behalf of his fiancée Christine and loving daughter Catherine. I'll move around a little bit more. Another one there. A Company, 3rd Battalion, Parachute Regiment. June 2013. Fairly recent. It's like a big piece of shrapnel there. And another one. Again for Corporal McCarthy. Killed after the battle was won. 12th of the 6th. Just linger on that a bit more, you should be able to pick the detail of that. And for Neil Gross there. We've seen that one before. So yeah, quite a lot still. Very difficult to make out. What I'll do is I'll just pause the camera and just climb up a little bit, and I'll show you the two on the very, very top. So it's going to be really windy now. There's the main cross there. It says in memory of the 23 non-commissioned officers and soldiers serving with the 3rd Battalion, the Parachute Regiment, who gave their lives on Mount Longdon. And there's it was pretty windy. Roll call there. I'll have to pause the video, I think. I can't really stand on here very long, it's blowing me off. Oh, got a little bit of shelter from the breeze. So yeah, I just stepped right onto the top now. I'll pan towards the east. You can see Stanley in the distance there, and Wireless Ridge. That's where we're going to walk next, right down, back down to Moody Brook, where we left the Land Rovers. Another memorial here. I'll walk over to that now. Try my best not to trip. It's quite rocky up here. I think I got this on my last video, but not a great deal. It's a fairly unique memorial. Okay, and again it says in memory of Sergeant Ian John Mackay VC, killed in action on this spot. As you can see, there was the other one that was just round the corner. It's weathered relatively well. I was concerned that these wouldn't last very long. It looks like maybe 3 or 4 have been damaged. I hope they haven't been stolen. That would be appalling. But sadly that does happen. So yeah, we're right on the top now. And I'll just have a wander over here. There's a little bowl here. Now, I've read a number of books, and I'm not sure whether this was the bowl that had been referred to. Maybe anybody that sees this video who knows better, who can clarify that. But it's out of the wind now, as you can hear. And that runs down into like a little, well, yeah, like a bowl essentially on the top. I think there's another one, I think, if my memory serves me right, just over the top. There's a recoilless rifle over there. We'll walk to that and then we'll move down Wireless Ridge. Okay, nearly missed this one. This is Mark Dodsworth, Decoy Medic. It's a little glass box. It's weathered fairly well, things considered. Okay, I'm just going to move down the top of Longdon now. My colleagues there taking pictures. We'll just go down to the old recoilless rifle that's left up on here. I think there's a couple. I think there's one there and there's one further down on Wireless Ridge. I'll go down there and I'll just film around it so you can see. There's the Argentinian recoilless rifle still left here. Quite a few bits missing off it now. I think it did have wheels at one point. They're obviously gone. You can see tumble down there in the distance, stretching across. With Sapper Hill you might be able to make that out, and obviously Stanley in the distance. So we'll keep on moving down. So we're just sidestepping slightly. I've seen this name crop up quite a lot in some of the books I've read. It's Lance Corporal Doc Murdoch and Private Stuart Lang. And there's another one here for Private Stuart Lang. Okay, we'll move down towards Wireless Ridge. If there's anything on the way down, I'll stop and film. So we're pretty far down now towards Wireless Ridge. It's the top of Longdon there. We just come across the ridge. Down to what I call the scrapyard. It's loads and loads of bits and pieces of metal, lots of spent round, empty cases on the floor, thousands of it. I don't know what the story is behind this particular thing, whether everything was just collected together and then dumped. I think that's the part of a recoilless rifle, the wheels and that. It's yeah, a lot of stuff, old jerry cans. I remember last time there was some shovels and some other bits and pieces, but most of it's rusted away now anyway. And that's pretty well much it. That's just rolled it over. Just move it here and you can see Stanley in the distance there. I'll just keep on moving inside of here. That pretty well much concludes my my walk up Longdon. We're obviously going to continue now on to Wireless Ridge and pop into Stanley. Hope you enjoyed this visit. Thank you for watching.